Hello, Gun Nation. Big Johnson coming at you. All right, we are going to talk about show me your papers. Y'all will probably know where I'm going with this, but this shit's getting out of hand. But prior to that, let's do a gun check. I've got the Staccato C2 Duo with the Trijicon SRO 2.5 MOA at the 12 o'clock position, an LAS holster. Love the pistol, love the dot. Let's get on to the video, and I want to know your opinions on this. Please leave it below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Here's where I'm going with this. Show me your papers. In other states now, Lord Cuomo has came out and said, show me your papers. If you want to go into a restaurant, a bar, whatever, a gym, you got to show your papers. They are pushing companies to do it so the government doesn't outright come out and say, you have to do it, because they're going to get their ass sued till they can't see straight. Freedoms, liberties, they're trying to pull that from you. Don't let it happen. It's ridiculous. If I've got to go in a place and they say, show me your papers, for one, we've got the HIPAA law. They don't need to know your medical history. That is none of their freaking business. For another one, if companies start doing that, I'm not going to go to that company. I'm not going to use that restaurant. I'm not going to go to that bar, because that's bullshit. They're telling everyone you need to get the jab, but yet in Texas and other states, they're just letting people walk across the border, not wearing a mask, with COVID, throwing them in hotels, letting them go eat at Whataburger and contaminate everybody else. They're just letting them walk right across, and they have no freaking papers. They're not even citizens of the United States, and they're just letting them in. You know, they're trying to up their voter stats, I guess, because these aren't dead people. You know, this shit is getting out of control. When are we going to start standing up and saying enough is enough? Government control is not the answer. People can self-regulate themselves. If you want to wear a mask, wear one. If you want to get the jab, get it. But don't tell people what the hell to do. This is a free nation. Under God, we can do what the hell we want to do when we want to do it. You know, if they start trying to make this, oh, you got to have the jab before you can fly, or you got to have the jab, I won't be flying. You don't need to tell people what to do. We're all grown-ass men and women in this world. So to tell someone you've got to do this or you've got to do that, that's bullshit. And also, now I don't even think the hell they know what they're doing. People have the jab already. Now they're getting COVID again and again. And now they're saying, oh, now maybe you need a booster shot, another vax. When is enough enough? Do what the hell you want to do. Live your life. We are in a free country. We are not told to be what to do and how to do it. And I want to see your papers. Okay, there's HIPAA laws in effect. You don't need to know my medical. I don't need to know yours, and I don't give two shits. And if you're paranoid and you've had the vax, what are you worried about people who haven't been vaccinated for? What are we going to do next? You got to sit at the back of the bus. You got to drink at that water fountain. You got to use that bathroom. Remember those days? That's okay now when it wasn't before? Also, what happened? My body, my choice. We all went through that. For abortions, you know, we've all heard that. My body, my choice. Now all of a sudden, it's your body and it's the government's choice? Give me a freaking break. This shit has to stop. And for governors to come down and say, you've got to do this and you've got to do that, that's bullshit. That's none of their business. It doesn't matter what the hell they say. You've got to stand up for your rights and not just give them away or fold like a fucking lawn chair. This shit's got to quit. People have got to start voicing it. We are not told you've got to do this and you've got to do that. There's no more back of the bus shit. Those days are over. We are all Americans, except the illegals they're letting over and just letting them run amok, putting them up in hotels for free and shipping them all over the states. So when these illegals go to your state, and it's a vax state, and they have to show their papers to go somewhere, and they can't speak English, and they have no papers, period, is that okay? What are they going to do then? Yeah. I want to know what the hell y'all think about this. Let me know down below. I really want to know. Like, share, subscribe. This shit's got to stop. We've got to start putting our foot down. If you've been vaccinated, that's cool. If you want to wear a mask, that's cool. But if you don't, you are not a black sheep. You are not the redheaded stepchild of the United States. You are doing you, and, you know, if you're immune, they're not asking, are you immune? You know, I mean, are you going to have an immunity card? Or are you going to have to say, hey, I've got ailments or I'm allergic to that shot? They're not taking that into account. There's a lot of people who can't even take the shot because of other issues. But you're going to require them to take a shot that could potentially kill them because they're allergic to it? What the hell is wrong with you? Lawyers need to step up on this shit. They need to step up and they need to start suing the shit out of the government to put them in their place. This shit has to stop. So tell them to pound sand. If they say you've got to have this and you've got to have that, tell them you've got to have this. Enough is enough. Remember, an unarmed nation's a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on. Live your lives and be free.